Okay. Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to the most exciting Zoom of the year. This is so looked forward to. We are actually at max capacity before we even open the Zoom. So, for anyone who can't get on that might be panicking, just let them know we're going to be recording it. That is how special this out is. We are maxed out. So, we just want to open and say thank you so much to the amazing Wendy Larson and her team for just open arms and welcoming everybody, all of Rising Diamonds, into this Zoom and into what she's about to share and the incredible groups and challenges that are coming. She's always been a forerunner. And years, decade ago, 13, 14, almost 14 years ago, just has been a powerhouse in Plexus, and we all know her for that. And so it's just so exciting for me to see that just again.
Woohoo!
And thank you so much, Wendy, for kicking this off. I'm not going to share your story. I'm excited for you to tell it. But you guys, there is a wave coming. It is here. You know, when you kind of are on a beach and you see it building, and you're right there with it. We're all building with it. You're about to get on your surfboard and just go, right? So thank you so much, Wendy, for kicking this off, and excited.
Hey, you guys, I'm so excited for tonight. I'm so excited because there has been a buzz going on with Plexus, and it all started with a testimony a couple months ago that we had on a team call. We had a team member, her name is Kim, share her testimony on losing 60 pounds in a year by doing a tweak with her products. This is where it all started. And I'm like, what? I've been taking these products. How come it's not doing that? What the heck? So I implemented the tweak and I didn't see anything like measurement wise on a scale in the first couple of weeks. But then it happened. The scale started going down. And let me tell you, when you're 52 years old and in perimenopause, and your scale has been gradually going up for the last couple of years, this was pretty exciting. I was so excited to see it start going down. Okay. And so when it started going down, that's when I started putting my nose to the grind and starting to understand what we have with the products and what this is doing to my body and how to make sure that I wasn't going to self-sabotage results, because this is not medicine. Okay, this is not medicine. These are supplements. If you don't work with supplements, supplements don't work for you. Okay. All right, but let me start out before I go any further, because this is going to be a combination of things. We're going to try to understand the difference between an injectable GLP-1 versus a natural GLP-1, which is what we're endorsing here with Plexus. Okay, I think it's important to kind of know the difference. There's no shame if anybody's doing that. This is not a shaming thing. It's just to understand what the difference is and how this is working for us. And then we're going to understand how to make sure not to self-sabotage. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about, if you're not talking about this, somebody else is, and that is going to affect your business big time. Okay. So let's start with the differences between a, um, a synthetic GLP-1 versus a natural GLP-1. So a synthetic would be, it mimics. Okay. It's a mimicker. It is not natural. Our natural GLP-1 is something that is inside of the gut, and it is stimulated when we intake food. Okay. It injectable one is forced. It's different. It's also at a pharmaceutical dose, which means it is much stronger than natural levels. So it forces signal. Your natural GLP-1 adjusts based on food quality, based on fasting windows, based on muscle mass, based on sleep, and based on stress, which basically means it is integrated into the entire endocrine system. This was really exciting to me because this all of a sudden became way more than weight loss. This helped me understand that this hormone is actually functioning with so many other different hormones. We've always said insulin is a master hormone, but guess what I learned? GLP-1 is the CEO and insulin is the operations manager. So it's actually a step below. And isn't that funny? We've never really heard that before, that GLP-1 is actually the CEO of our body and all the way that it talks. Okay, let's see. Okay, there can be side effects with a injectable GLP-1. Some of those side effects could be like nausea or constipation, gallbladder stress, delayed gastric emptying, thyroid issues. But if you support it naturally, your own hormone naturally, you can improve gut function. We are the gut health company. Okay. So if you can improve GLP-1 naturally, you're improving gut function, you're stabilizing blood sugars, you're supporting cortisol, and you're enhancing mitochondrial function. So it's so exciting that we have this system that Plexus just dropped. I begged for it. I sent letters in. I'm like, this is helping people. We need this to be a combo. And they listened and they dropped it last week. So that's pretty exciting. Let's talk about what GLP-1 controls as far as hormones, because I think this is important, because we want to talk about weight loss all the time, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. And that has been a huge part of the story. Okay. But let's talk about some of the hormones that it's controlling. It's controlling your blood sugar and your insulin. Like I said that before, it's controlling cortisol, which is your stress hormone. It's controlling reproductive hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. All of these are very insulin resistant type hormones. And so if you can get GLP-1 to function better, it helps insulin function better with these hormones. It helps with appetite and satiety. And then this is the coolest part. When GLP-1 is strong, hunger feels appropriate. Fullness is registered. You stop eating because you're satisfied and not that you're trying to be good. And then the body feels safe. So the rest of the hormones are regulated. So it's a really, really big deal. So let me tell you, when I started to lose just a little bit of weight at the very beginning, and I wanted to make sure that I understood that I was not going to self-sabotage this, I wanted to understand, what did this hormone require of me in order for it to function the best? Okay. And those things that I learned, I'm going to pass on to you, because when we're taking this tweak, which is slim hunger control mixed with restore in one drink and 2 capsules of balance, it's a one and done thing about mid-morning or 30 minutes before lunch. Don't overcomplicate the system. It's so simple. And people always want to overcomplicate it. And I'm here to tell you, it's so simple. 2 drinks, 2 capsules, one and done. Okay? Mid-morning or 30 minutes before lunch. What this is going to do is it's going to instantly create kind of a calm. A lot of people notice that they feel instantly like an aphrodisiac, not an aphrodisiac. That's not the word, an adaptogen. We don't want to go there. It's like it creates like this adaptogen where you instantly feel really calm. And that's like the cortisol levels being like, shoo, calm down. And people notice that right away. And that helps you make really good food choices. So then as you move into like a lunchtime or whatever, we're always going to start with protein first. Protein signals the firing up of this hormone first. And it's really important that we do protein over carbs because we want to signal the GLP-1, which is the CEO hormone, over insulin. Okay. GLP-1, this hormone, is also anti-inflammatory. Insulin is inflammatory. So we don't want to create inflammation first that GLP-1 has to come in and buffer out. We want to make sure that GLP-1 is like fired up first, and then it can deal with the insulin later. So protein first, carbs second. That has been a really big deal. And generally, by the time you get ready to eat the carbs on your plate, you're full. And so we're really telling people, just listen to your body, listen to the cues. It's so simple. And people notice, like, I get fuller faster. I'm not like craving sweets. Sugar has been a big one that has just like been knocked off the charts. Also, I also recommend, with all of my new customers and with all of everybody trialing this, is totally be super mindful of seed oils. Seed oils are extremely inflammatory, and that can blunt signaling. And so make sure that we're watching that. And then the other big thing that we're doing is making sure that we have no snacking in between breakfast and lunch, and no snacking between lunch and dinner. And then when dinner's done, we're done for the day. And you will be full. Like, you're not going to be looking. Some of these people are like, but I always have something right before bed. Like, I love to have my little chips while I'm watching Netflix. And it's like, that's a habit. That's a habit that's actually not fueling you. Like, you're going to bed. Food should be fuel. And so we're learning different habits, and we're having insane results from that. I just got a testimony today from somebody. I mean, the testimonies are crazy. Rings are loose. Weight is coming down. Where did I put that testimony? It's like day 4 update. They're doing the two slims and 2 restore a day because they're getting ready for Punta Cana. But they just started this day 4. Day 4, I'm feeling great. My energy levels are up, and I'm down 5 pounds and drinking tons of water. I have 0 cravings anymore. I'm also noticing that I'm not as bloated, which feels amazing. I am absolutely loving how I feel, and I'm excited to keep going. This is somebody who's been on the products for a long time, and all I did was a tweak. And this is like one testimony after the other. We have a challenge group going right now, and that's basically the rules. Like, do the tweak, the restore, the hunger control slim, and the 2 balance mid-morning, and do your protein first with all of your meals. Make sure we're not snacking in between, and the sleep is deeper, the inflammation is going down, the weight is moving, the inches around the belly is going down. Everybody's feeling amazing. And the results are fast. And what I'm saying about this is that this is going to change your customer retention. Because when you have a customer that has results that quickly, they're going to be excited for the next. I mean, this is day 1 to day 14. Can you imagine day 14 to day 30? And then can you imagine how excited they're going to be to see what day 30 to day 60 is? That's going to be really exciting too. And so we have retention. And so if you're bringing somebody in on this system, whether it's the slim and trim and triplex, the triplex and trim, or if it's just the slim and trim combo, either or has been great. It really is customer appropriate. You kind of have to figure out which is going to be working best for each customer. I think I've said on Trisha Rager's live today, she asked the question, like, which one is best? And I'm like, well, one, you're going to see results on the trim and slim combo right away, which is great. People love results. But if you're working with somebody who wants more long-term, like they're going to be in it for the more long haul, then I definitely love the triplex and trim. So I've done both and I've had great results with both of them. Everybody's seeing something right away. So where does that lead us? Because we have so many of us that have been with Plexus for a while, and it's always fun to see what something, it's always fun when Plexus drops something new. But I think it's really exciting that we've had this toolkit in our hands the entire time and didn't even know that it was here. And I kind of feel this is how it was with Triplex way back at the beginning. And so we have this toolkit, these tools, and we're giving people results. And they're going to start seeing changes in the first 30 days. They're going to start seeing even more changes in their 30 to 60 days. And by the time we get to that 60 to 90 day mark, there's going to be such a difference in body composition that people are going to start asking them, what are you doing? And there's natural duplication right there between day 60 and day 90. Right there. That's natural duplication. I'm not even saying like the testimonies that are blowing up right now with so many people. I mean, it is all over social media. And if you haven't caught on, this is the time to catch on, because Plexus is aligning with everything that we're talking about right now. I went live in the diamonds page. I've got as many diamonds on board as possible to make sure that we're going to be doing a challenge in March to make sure that everybody understands how to use these products, how to have the best results, how to see. I have hacks. We're going to learn hacks on how to like stimulate the GLP-1 hormones so that it functions even stronger, and where our signals are even stronger, our hormones are feeling even more balanced. Like we're going to start feeling so amazing that by the time convention comes, we're not even going to recognize anybody anymore. Everybody's going to look different. We're all going to be looking so darn trim and slim, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to be so excited about that. But here's where I want to challenge you. I am asking you guys to please get on board with this. Please start looking at the testimonies. Please start sharing about this combo, because if you're not, somebody else is, and they're going to start. Somebody is watching, and if you're not talking about it, they're going to go to the person who is. And so the challenge I even have for my team, and this is what I was going to talk to my team about tonight, is get into your back office and start messaging every single 0 PV person and tell them about how excited you are about this combo, and ask them if they'd like more information. We have a video out that I did that's shortened that helps explain what this does, how to do the best, or like how to take it in the best way, and what some of the testimonies are that are resulting from it. And you can share that privately. Please don't share it publicly on any walls, but you can share that privately with your potentials and your customers. We have testimonies all over the place that you can share in your stories, and you can share them in your messages, and they're coming in every single day. There's more and more and more coming in. And I'm just challenging you guys to get excited, to be talking about this every single day in stories and in your posts. Because if you're not, somebody else is. And Trisha has already told me she's had to send people back to other people because they're like, Trisha, I'm so excited. What are you talking about? And Trisha's like, yeah, I'd love to tell you about it. And then she finds out they're already a customer of somebody else's. And she's like, well, you have to go back to your people. So we don't want that to happen. I mean, we want that to happen. We want them to order. We want them to be excited. But we also want them to come back to our businesses too, right? Come back to the products, come back to our businesses. But this is going to take work. Are you guys prepared for the work that's about to come? Because this is work. This is not just sitting and waiting for people to just get signed up. We have thousands of people in our back office that are waiting for us to reach out to them. And I'm not saying you can raise the dead. I'm not asking you to raise the dead. I'm asking you to be a megaphone. I'm asking you to get excited and to be passionate, because energy transfers. And if you're not excited, and if you're not like transferring that type of energy, somebody else is, and they're going to go with that person. And that's on you. So I think that's what I wanted to share with all of you guys tonight. I would guess with all of this that I saw Amber and Laura, are there questions or something? We're like, what is this?
No, it's just awesome testimonies in the chat. So we were like, I had a lot of team that couldn't get on, so I'm sending them videos and pictures and yeah.
I would highly recommend you guys go and screenshot that chat. Like, look at those testimonies just on this call. How incredible is that? And go put it up in your stories. It feels great.
Yeah, it's amazing. And this challenge, we're only 2 weeks and 1 day in. Some of us have been doing it just a little bit longer. A few little handful of my team have been doing it a little bit longer. But if you're following what I'm instructing in this challenge, you're going to get everything. And then Tina Marie is going to be taking basically the exact challenge that I'm doing and then just tweaking it slightly to make it a little bit more fun, because Tina Marie is more fun. She's doing this in March. So this is for everybody, all of Plexus. We want everybody to get on board with this, because I want, this is when Plexus says it's time to get loud. When they were talking about this at convention last year, and you're like, yeah, this is a great tagline. Like, I don't know, like loud about what? Like, what do you want us to be loud about? This is it. This is it. People feel different. People are seeing things in their body that is like they have not seen in a long time. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. So
I kind of want to say something, Wendy. So when you look at GLP-1 and when Wendy's talking about like taking it from an outside source or rather having your body produce it itself, what I love about what we're doing with this challenge, because I did it today, I usually do microbiome slim, restore, and 2 balance afternoon. So today I was like, oh, I'm starting today. So I scrounged up some hunger control because I don't have a lot of that here. And I did it before we went out to eat because family's here visiting. And I was like, I'm like more full than normal already. And it's carrying me into dinner. And because I love microbiome slim, I'm drinking mine right now because I don't want to be without that. But the thing that I love about this challenge is when people do the shots, they're actually, and I'm not dissing that for anyone, but they're actually not working with their body the way it's supposed to work. And this can be alongside the outside source, an injection. You can do this alongside, but we're talking about sustainable, long-term, the way your body actually is designed to work. We're talking about habits that are going to be easier to adhere to. And when someone loses weight in a different way than what we're talking about right now, they don't learn the lifestyle habits. They have to learn the things that we're talking about right now. And it's just very doable. And I love that we're working with long-term results, not just short-term results. We're actually going to be changing a lot of people's lives. The information that Wendy's provided is so accurate and it's broken down so well. So this challenge is going to be incredible. And there's people that just don't know this. Like they don't know it. And this is the key to change everything for people for real.
Yeah.
I forgot to say one thing that's really important. When you mix your drink, like your hunger control and your restore, it is really important not to be mixing anything else with that, like your creatine or your collagen or your greens or anything like that. And the primary reason is we just want to give this hormone its own special like signal. And you don't want to confuse, like you don't want to bring in insulin too quickly, or you don't want to do anything else outside of what this hormone has to work on initially. You can still take all of that. I still take all of that. I just don't take it with my drink. So it's really important not to mix that. It has its own special signal. So don't mess with the formula. That'd be like putting the wrong gas in your car. Okay? Just think of it like that. Your car is designed to have a very specific type of gas. Don't put in the wrong gas. So yeah, that's it. You guys ready for this? Like, are you ready? Like, get ready. Because we are going to change, like Plexus is going to have its big, huge 2019, 2020 revival. And this is it. Like, I am on board and I am getting every single person, every single team that I can think of on board to change the trajectory of our company. And I don't even know that they realize that they have something so big and so natural and so healthy. It's going to change lives. So thank you guys for being on, and we will make sure to share the recording. And I really appreciate it. Lori and Amber, thank you for letting us invade the Rising Diamonds tonight.
Anytime. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Wendy. We appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Bye-bye.